Padma Shri winner, Ekta Kapoor, ladies and gentlemen, come on, make some noise, yaar. Television जिस तरह का हुआ करता था, अब वो उससे बिल्कुल अलग हो चुका है. And the credit goes to this lady over here, the maverick, the genius, who's here. Ekta ma'am, welcome. So good to see you. After a long time.
Yeah, everything is happening after a long time.
Yeah, and it's a full house. What do you have to say to all the wonderful people here?
I just want to say I missed you all. I've seen so many people after so long. It has been a long journey for everyone. I'm okay today without my mask because I've just recovered from corona. So I hopefully safe for a few months, at least few weeks. So, ये शो
हाँ मैं पूछ ही लेता हूँ प्लीज जल्दी से बता दो ये धमाका क्या होने वाला है.
एक्चुअली इसका काम हमने 6 महीने पहले शुरू किया था. कुछ रियली हमारे देश में बहुत सारा टैलेंट है. इंडियाज गॉट टैलेंट यू नो. बट हम जब भी रियलिटी करते हैं हम इंटरनेशनल फॉर्मेट्स खरीदते हैं. ये कुछ लोग कुछ यंग बॉयज ब्रॉट मी अ फॉर्मेट विच आई लव्ड. बट ये फॉर्मेट ऑल्ट और MX ने करने का सोचा. बट इट कुड नॉट हैपन इफ देयर वाज बिकॉज ये वक्त लगता है यू नो ऐसा फॉर्मेट पे काम करना. ऊपर से उसे बनाने के लिए ऐसी एंकर की ज़रूरत थी जो who can take this forward you know. It would have probably been a digital disruptor. And to do a digital disruptor, you need a disruptor, you know, somebody who can carry forward legacy. So, ये एक ऐसा format है जहाँ captive reality ज़रूर है, but I think most captive realities in India थोड़े बहुत easy हो गए because we were all in a captive reality for 2 years.
Yes, we were.
In our houses, locked up. And stuff, so we need to go a step further, and that was the birth of this, because no longer can you be scared about being stuck in a house. I mean, there has to be, now you only will be scared if you're stuck in a lockup, you know. So, let me call my partner in crime, crime being the very important word. One of the biggest, the biggest OTT in India, the head of MX player, Karan Bedi.
Ladies and gentlemen, MX Media CEO, Mr. Karan Bedi. Zordar talia, come on.
Thanks Ekta.
Welcome sir, welcome. So good to see you too. And अब जब यहाँ पे ये 2 हो गए हैं, आप दोनों आ गए हैं, please बता दीजिए क्या होने वाला है, फॉर्मेट क्या होने वाला है. एकता मैम had shared this video yesterday जिसमें था गाना नहीं होगा, डांस नहीं होगा, क्विज नहीं होगा, तो क्या होगा क्या?
So I think first off, let's give credit where credit is due. We are definitely a partner, but the supporting cast. This is something that, as you rightly said, the content czarina of India has thought through. And as she said, there's a, you know, पिछले 2 सालों से इतना, honestly speaking, बुरा हाल हुआ है सबका. I think everybody now knows what it feels like, literally, to be in jail. You know, reasonably comfortable jails because you're in your own homes. Unfortunately, for some, maybe less comfortable if you were in institutional quarantine. I hope anyone here was not. But yeah, it's a very relevant concept that has that's been, you know, worked upon for these last few months. And the first time I think we heard about this from Ekta and the team, we were really excited, and you know, jumped at the opportunity to work together on this. And I just think that hopefully with MX's reach and Balaji's absolute leadership in this ability, we create something unique.
So who's gonna host it, sir? Please tell us. कौन host कर रहा है? इतनी speculation.
So we start with the first letter of that person is K. Like Karan. Somebody said Karina? Somebody said Karina.
Okay, more names.
When I said disruptor, the meaning of disruptor is somebody who disrupts everything and creates a whole new order, a whole new style, a whole new thinking. It's a her. What do you say, Karan? You like her, you don't like her, you can't ignore her. Can you ignore her?
Absolutely not. I think that I would challenge anyone in this world, forget this room, to try and ignore her.
So guys, before anything, let's do a little bit of a countdown before we show you who she is. 10, 9,
everyone.
8, 7. I'm not saying it if you all don't say it together.
Louder.
6,
5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Put it up for the queen.
एकता कपूर ने अपने नए टीवी रियलिटी शो की घोषणा कर दी है। एकता द्वारा निर्मित इस रियलिटी शो का टाइटल लॉकअप होने जा रहा है और कंगना रनौत इसका चेहरा होंगी और इसे लॉन्च कर दिया गया। और इसकी खास बात ये है कि ये सीधे OTT पर आएगा। खबरों की माने तो एकता का ये शो भी बिग बॉस की तर्ज भी तैयार किया गया है, लेकिन एकता का कहना है कि उनका ये शो अब तक के सभी रियलिटी शो से अलग हैं। एकता कपूर का कहना है कि ये शो बिल्कुल सच से भरा होगा। शो के कंटेस्टेंट्स को जेल में बंद किया जाएगा और सिर्फ होस्ट के पास पावर होगी उन्हें बाहर निकालने की। वहीं इस इवेंट के दौरान कंगना रनौत ने कहा कि वह इस शो के लिए किसी से भी इंस्पिरेशन नहीं ले रही है। उनका कहना है कि वह किसी का कॉपी नहीं कर सकती। ऐसे में जब शो लॉन्च हो रहा था तभी से कंगना ने पंगा लेना शुरू कर दिया। कंगना जैसे ही स्टेज पर आती है माइक लेकर कहने लगती है, आप लॉकअप के लिए तैयार हैं, लेकिन ये आपके भाई का घर नहीं है, ये मेरी जेल है और यहाँ होगा अत्याचार का खेल। क्या आप तैयार हैं? फैंस का कहना है कि कंगना ने अपने इस शो के बहाने सलमान खान पर निशाना साधा है, क्योंकि बिग बॉस को सलमान खान ही होस्ट करते हैं और उसे भाई का घर भी कहा जाता है। वहीं एकता कपूर ने खुलासा किया कि यह पहला इंडियन रियलिटी शो है जो पूरी तरह से यहाँ बनाया गया है। लॉकअप के फॉर्मेट के बारे में विस्तार से बताते हुए एकता कपूर और कंगना रनौत ने कहा कि इसमें 16 कंटेस्टेंट्स शामिल होंगे, जिनमें से सभी को जेल की कोठरी में बंद किया जाएगा और हालांकि यह एक कैप्टिव फॉर्मेट है। ऐसे शो की भारतीय टेलीविजन पर पहले कभी भी स्ट्रीमिंग नहीं हुई है। इस नेचर का रियलिटी शो पहले नहीं दिखाया गया है और ये कहीं ना कहीं बिग बॉस को टक्कर देने वाला है।
Hello everyone. Are you ready for lockup? लेकिन ये आपके बड़े भाई का घर नहीं है।
That was something.
ये मेरी जेल है और यहाँ होगा अत्याचार का खेल। Are you all ready? Good. So thank you for coming here in this number and first of all thanks to Ekta for this opportunity and I think this name should come from you.
So, for the first time, a homemade reality show on Alt Balaji and MX Player with the one and only Kangana Ranaut is going to be called Lockup.
Whoa!
We are going to have Kangana put 16 contestants into prison.
Now you have to tell us what you're going to do with them.
It can't get bigger than
Also,
this.
we will have a celebrity jailer and I will be hosting the show. But like I said, ये कोई घर नहीं है, ये एक जेल है. So, यहाँ पे आपको basic amenities के लिए भी बहुत सारा टास्क करने पड़ेंगे. You have to face your temptations, your demons, your insecurities and reveal your darkest truths. और 16 contestants for 72 days और उनके सारे सीक्रेट्स होंगे मेरे पास in files. So it is unlike anything you guys have ever seen. And the mastermind behind this is Ekta Kapoor, the genius who has created the entertainment empire, and she is such an inspiration and visionary. And big round of applause for her, guys.
Whoa. Okay, talking about the mastermind. Yes. We'll do that, but right before that, I have a question for you. Talking about the mastermind here, if you had to assign a dare to her, कोई एक dare, Kangana, वो क्या होगी exclusively for Ekta Kapoor?
See, Ekta, I have faced so many FIRs in last 2 years. There are thousands and hundreds of them, and so many summons and cop station visits. Now do something where you get to meet the cops in the station.
मैंने अभी अपने वॉल पे डाला है and Nachi will know it. I am as an individual no longer responsible for the content because I am very sure कि मेरे पे FIRs भी आने वाला है इसके बाद. But भैया please direct your FIRs to Alt Balaji, not to me. मेरा एक छोटा बच्चा है और I must say when I
and I must say कि इसको ले जाओ, कंगना को ले जाओ. कंगना को I'll give you enough opportunity now कि कंगना को ले जा सकते हो.
कंगना शो कैसे बनाएंगे? आपको तो पहले प्रोटेक्ट करूंगी, खुद जेल चली जाऊंगी, आपको नहीं जाने दूंगी.
She'll send camera to jail.
No. But I have to say this, but the concept is a little more gruesome because the OTT platform needed a disruptor. India has seen a lot of captive reality, but a certain kind of format. Unfortunately, with COVID, that format and the various formats don't seem to work because we know what it is to be tied up at home. Now we are being tied up with 10 people, it's easy. So the idea was to take captive reality a step forward and put people in a lockup. So this is Kangana's lockup.
So with your kind permission, like all your kind permissions, पहचान होती है तो वो पहचान होगी अब आप सबके सामने in 3, in 2, in 1, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, make some noise. बनता है.
Part of the show and the business and the project which excites us tremendously. You know, we keep on saying that we live in exciting times, right, and the wheels of change are churning continuously, and we are experiencing it. I always believe that the present is exhilarating, but the future is really, really fascinating. And we read about it and we experience it in our business and in life in general, social media especially, that this Web 3.0 is actually opening up the realms of imagination. Right. And when I was working with Ekta, I spoke to her, and then obviously Kangana was there. So these two people have pushed the boundaries, and that's where we decided to what we are about to unveil over here. So we believe that the content viewing experience will gravitate towards metaverse and beyond. And at All Balaji, we are happy to share with you our first foray into this space, presenting to all of you the world's first metaverse-based fantasy game. That is Lock Up.
It can't get bigger than this. मैं बोल के थक गया हूँ. एक के बाद एक, छक्के पड़ रहे हैं यहाँ पे.
That's you.
Pushing the boundaries. One's for you. In the meantime, if you were to give a dare to Kangana, वो क्या होती और किस बारे में होती? प्लीज बताइए. उन्होंने वैसे ही बहुत सारे डेयरिंग काम किए हुए हैं, बट स्टिल कुछ तो होगा.
एक लाइन था, मैंने जब डर्टी पिक्चर प्लान की थी, मैंने सबको पता है कंगना के साथ प्लान की थी. उसने ना कह दिया मुझे, बट दैट्स ओके. एक लाइन था जो मैंने उस वक्त, मैं और रजत जब बैठे थे उसके लिए लिख रही थी. हिस्ट्री उठा के देख लो, एक बात हमेशा कायम रही है, मर्दों का ज़माना रहा है, औरतों ने आके आफत की है. So Kangana, if I had to dare you, I would dare you to stand here and say, in this stage, on this stage, in the next one or the first episode of the show, what would you do that would shock the world and probably get you maybe a chance to go to the lockup yourself? कंगना बता दो सबको कि आप ऐसा क्या करने वाली है शो पे. I dare you to tell anyone. Would you be able to tell one of your own secrets on the show?
Well, I would want to be involved. Like Ekta, I told you that for me every project, हर project मेरे लिए सिर्फ ऐसा नहीं होता है कि काम है. I get involved. तो मैंने इनको specifically कहा है कि मुझे हर contestant के पूरी हिस्ट्री जाननी है, उनसे उनका नेचर जानना है, उनसे बात करनी है. और इस शो में होस्ट की इन्वॉल्वमेंट इतनी ज़्यादा है कि हर डिसीजन मेरे हाथ में. ऑफ कोर्स देयर इज वोटिंग एंड एवरीथिंग.
इट इज गोइंग टू बी 50% voting, and unlike other shows, this is the first time the anchor has 50% choice who to keep in the show and who not.
So my involvement with every contestant is going to be so intense, and I'm sure they're going to ask for some kind of participation from my end also, and I'm very much open to that. My life is like an open book.
But I know, I can assure you, I dare you, Kangana, to tell them, but I know you won't. You'll make them see it on the show, on the very first episode. End February, it will be airing live on Alt and MX.